they were originally developed as an internal use lead management tool for affiliate marketing. So it was really, high volume lead generation around mortgage and debt leads, that kind of thing, really churn and burn, fast and loose. And then, through a variety of different iterations, they kind of came out on this B2B thing. But just based on the nature of the way that their business runs, the development of the product has been glacial. So a lot of the integration work that needs to be done is a much heavier lifting ask with their platform than it is with, and not just Converter, but with a lot of other platforms that exist in the marketplace today. So it just simply wasn't developed with that universal integration mentality in mind.
Yep. And I guess how? Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to say part of that is also the fact that they are, because of the media is a significant portion of their revenue. That's a place where they have to continue to service the product to make sure that it is a functioning ad network as well.
Okay. So do you mind if we can talk about that? So I guess I'm not as aware of kind of the media half. Could you kind of explain at a high level what it is, and then we could talk a little bit more about it?
As far as maybe elaborate on the question a little bit.
Yeah, just explain. So what do you mean by the media portion and the ad portion that they do? Is that
sure. So as I mentioned before, so Converter has that marketplace, and the marketplace runs through the platform. So that's from their perspective, that's a key differentiator for them, is you can get the leads in the same place.
Oh, okay. You're
right.
talking about the marketplace as far as that.
Yeah, exactly. So marketplace, media, I use those interchangeably.
Okay, got it. Sorry, a little slow for Friday.
Sorry about that. I understand completely.
Okay. Trying to get up to speed on the terminology as well, so I apologize if I have questions like that.
No, please. I understand that I'll probably use a little bit of jargon in my vernacular, so feel free to shut me down anytime.
So if we're going to take a step back, right, and look in general, right, what are like the key or like a typical pricing model of something like that, right? I would imagine a marketplace is probably like a volume portion or like a lead portion, as well as maybe a flatter subscription. Is that common to see throughout companies like this?
Yeah, I think that's the standard. The standard pricing model is really around platform and volume-based pricing. That's something that we are trying to get away from now, simply because that becomes a significant hurdle to purchase decisions. Because essentially, I've watched this happen, and this is the way that most companies price. So this isn't anything unique, and we're trying to solve for this right now. But what you're doing is you're asking the client to go and do some forensic accounting on their back end and say, how many leads did you run last year? So they've got to go back and figure all that out. Okay, great. Now, can you predict the future and tell me how many leads you're going to run next year? And then I'm going to give you pricing based on that. And then typically they're going to try and underestimate, and what winds up happening is you get a relatively poor customer experience, because if people go over that, the costs can be significant. So now all of a sudden I'm paying an extra $2 a lead, and if I go significantly over, that's a huge cost to the company that becomes a surprise invoice at the end. So that's something we hope to solve for in the near future. But yeah, that is the typical pricing. That's the way most of the companies in this space price.
Okay. And so, how many more times could the lead go, right, if they go over their estimate, right? So you use around number 2 times, or $2, right? Like it would go up to like something like $100, so like 50 times more, or is it